What up, Screen Fiends? I'm GB, and you're tuned in to Headz TV, where we like to discuss all the most wonderful things appearing on your movie and TV screens. So in this episode, we're going to do some predictions and give our thoughts on what we think is going to happen on the next episode of The Walking Dead. That's going to be episode 11, titled Hostiles and Calamities. Alright, so from the previews and the sneak peeks that we got, this looks like the episode is going to mostly take place at the sanctuary. There's a little bit of Rosita, I believe, in the preview, so I'm definitely counting on us seeing Rosita maybe sneaking off on her own, trying to go find some guns. Or maybe Tara goes off and Rosita follows her and she's the one that finds out about Oceanside. I don't know, but I think something like that's going to happen, but that'll probably be a small part of the episode. And we're going to have, of course, Eugene, Negan, Dwight at the sanctuary. I think we're going to get a lot of Negan, because I don't think we're going to get too much of him in the second half. Probably after this episode, I doubt we're going to see Negan again till the finale, or maybe the episode before the finale. Alright, so we're going to get Eugene at the sanctuary. Let's talk about Eugene before we talk about Dwight. A lot of people, I think, are under the impression that Eugene is going to turn on the group somehow or something like that. I totally don't think so. Eugene is super smart. And if you notice, as of late, we've been seeing people like Gabriel and the Alexandrians stepping up to the plate and doing what they got to do to survive. And to chip in for the group. So I think Eugene is actually going to play Negan. And he's going to be smart about it. And he's not going to get treated like Daryl, because he's not going to behave like Daryl. Daryl, not that he's not smart, is driven and fueled by his emotions. Especially his rage and anger, right? And his pride. He couldn't see himself sucking up to Negan. Eugene don't have that. No pride. Eugene is all about, I'm smarter than you. How can I exploit that? It's what he did to Abraham. He did it to the rest of the group when they started questioning him about, the cure and all that. So, I really think Eugene is going to surprise us. We may not find out till later on in the season, but I don't think it's going to be as clean cut as Eugene succumbing to Negan and basically becoming a savior or turning on the group in any way possible. I think he's going to devise a plan on how he can screw over Negan and help the group in some way. How? I don't know. Maybe he's going to make fucked up bullets. I still think that he made that bullet for Rosita and purposely fucked it up so that nobody got killed, hoping that Negan wouldn't kill somebody because Rosita's trying to kill him. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if you follow me on that. So I think he purposely made that bullet wrong. So maybe he's going to make all of Negan's ammo wrong or something. I don't know. I can just see some sort of sabotage happening on Eugene's end. So I think the majority of the episode is going to focus on Eugene and Dwight. And that's where I think they're going to go with Eugene. He's going to witness all the horrors at the sanctuary. They're going to give them the options, just like they gave Daryl. And maybe even Eugene will say, I am Negan. Whatever he's got to do, he's going to do to survive. But I wouldn't take it at face value. Whatever you see Eugene do in this episode, I wouldn't take it at face value. And I would think that there's a bigger plan at play. A lot of people think that Negan is going to iron Eugene with that whole scene where he's obviously going to iron somebody. I totally don't think that has anything to do with Eugene, but making him watch the same way Negan made Carl watch and made Daryl watch. I don't think Carl sees anybody get their face. Oh, yeah. Daryl and Carl both see it. So that's where I think it's going to go with the Eugene storyline. I think Negan is going to be ironing somebody. I'll talk about that in a second. So now let's talk about Negan's story. This episode obviously takes place right after episode 8. So it's going to be concurrent with episode 9, Rockin' the Road. All of this is taking place at the same time as Rockin' the Road. So I believe we're going to see Negan find out about Fat Joey, obviously. Maybe we'll even get to meet Skinny Joey. Well, now just Joey. So I think we'll see him make that whole little call on the walkie-talkie about that, the whole Joey situation. We'll see him send Simon to Alexandria to look for Daryl. And then I think we'll get the ironing scene where he's going to iron whoever he thinks is responsible for letting Daryl out. I don't know who he's going to think it is, but somebody's getting ironed, I believe. Or at least the threat of ironing. Okay, and then I think it's going to be Dwight. Dwight is going to either be sent by Negan or he's going to do it on free will to say, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get Daryl back. He'll have his own little personal journey. I see him throwing some stuff around in the house. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe he goes to his old house, or maybe he's just upset that he's not finding Daryl, or he's conflicted about whether or not he should even look for Daryl. But I think the end result's going to be that Dwight's going to find Daryl, but he's not going to kill him. He's going to let him go, and he's going to tell him that he's not happy with the situation at the sanctuary. And this is going to be our first shade of the fact that Dwight is going to be a traitor to Negan. I totally can see that happening. There's got to be resolution between Dwight and Daryl. I don't see Dwight dying as a bad guy. I don't see him hanging around either. So I think the resolution will have to be that these two guys can finally realize that they can trust each other. But of course, things will go south eventually. Yeah, so that's about it. That's how I think the episode's going to play out. It's going to be those four somewhat main characters. Eugene, Negan, Dwight, and then Rosita and possibly Tara. But like I said, I think that'll be a small segment, and I think we will get a tiny bit of Daryl at the very end of the episode. That'll be how the episode ends, with kind of like Dwight and Daryl, you know? Alright, so that's my predictions. Give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, hit the comments down below. Show me some love if you like the video, obviously. If you want to be part of the Screen Fiend fam, I always say it. Definitely subscribe. It's been a rocky start, but I think we're starting to move right along. So, like I said, thoughts and opinions down below. All the feedback, the better. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good night.